Hi friends, I'm Jana Eubank. It's a cozy December day in 2024, and this week I'm working on resetting my scrapbook room for the new year just by cleaning things up, going through my room, putting away projects that I've created throughout the year. And before I put them away, I decided, you know what, why not film a layout share? I realized that I haven't been on YouTube very much in 2024 because I've been teaching tons of online classes and in-person classes. And so I wanted to touch base with you guys. I've missed you. And in fact, I really want to change that going forward in 2025. So this is kind of my little, gift to you, or just to touch base back in with you by doing a layout share. So this video is my layout share. I'm going to show you all of the layouts that I've created. There's over 60 of them that I've created in 2024. And then at the end, I have about 10 that I've just played around with other people's sketches and stuff like that if you'd like to take a look. So in this video will be all my layouts. And then in another video, I will share all of the 6x8 albums that I created. So I created 5 6x8 albums. You can kind of see them lined up here on the back over here, as well as some folios and cards. And I will be sharing those in a separate video. So this one doesn't get too long. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you're doing great. Thank you to all of you who have joined me over at Simple Stories Online for these courses. We've had such a blast. If you're interested in taking a course from me, lots of these kits are still available over at simplestories.com. The cost of the kit is the cost of the supplies. So in essence, when you buy the supplies, you are getting the class for free. Now, if you already have these collections, you can also buy an access only option where you just get all the course material, the downloads, the videos, everything, access to the Facebook group. A lot of people have been buying those and actually using them to create with their own collections in the stash, from their stash. So you can do that as well. But anyway, I just want to dive into it and show you all of the layouts that I've created this year, which I think will be a lot of fun. And I'll flip through these kind of quickly. Now, the first Simple Stories online event we did was in March with the Fresh Air collection. And with each event, we create 2 double page layouts and 4 single page layouts. Sometimes we have bonus layouts. We create those layouts, but we also create a 6x8 album, and then we have bonus projects, and those vary from event to event. So some of them we did cards, some of them we did extra layouts, some of them we did folios. And so I will show those to you or kind of point those out as you go. But this is the first double page layout we created for the Fresh Air event. We had so much fun with this. We added in some white paint splatters, and I'll just flip through these really quickly. This is the second double page layout we created. I love featuring the tags on these projects. They're so great for tucking behind for additional journaling. You can use them for journaling spots. So I hope you find lots of creative ideas as I flip through these projects. Now in the Fresh Air kit, we featured the Color Vibe floral die cuts. Sorry, let me make some room on my desk so I can just move those out of the way. So you'll see those featured in this class. They weren't included in the collection, but we added them as part of the kit. So lots of fun. On this layout, we also used some white paint to kind of smudge or tone down the background paper for this one. Here's another layout that we did. We used some pinking shears. I love the bright, happy colors of this collection, and it was very versatile for not only springtime memories, but everyday memories as well. So this one is the final one. I have a zoom photo here. So a nice large photo. You could definitely do something else. And then a smaller supporting photo. So that was the Fresh Air class. That one was in March 2025. And I believe the kits are sold out for that. The next kit we had, or the next event we had, was in May with Jess Beachy. And so let's see, March, April, May. Yeah, in May, because we did them every other month. So this is the first double page layout we did. In this kit, we included one of the Simple Stories page templates. So you'll see those featured on the layouts throughout this event as well. Here's the other double page layout. You can create your own title, or of course with the letter stickers that were included, so you could switch that around, or of course just add in some letter stickers from your stash if you'd like. This was a really fun single page layout that we did. We did a ruffle going down the side, which was really fun. This is the Jess Beachy collection, and I just love all of the bright colors. For this one, we focused more on, I took out the pink from the collection and just focused on the yellow and teal and orange, which I think was a fun change of pace. Here's another one. Again, we had a set of foam stickers, foam alphabet stickers in this collection, so you could definitely change out the titles and do something else if you'd like. And then here is our final layout that's called Cruising Along. Again, we use the foam sticker, so if you want to change the title to something else, you could do that. So that was our May event. And then in July, we worked with the linen market collection. So I'll bring in those projects. Here's our first double page layout. Now within the collection, we had these awesome pre-printed papers. So we took advantage of those and created this beautiful layered, added in a layered band across the top, but took advantage, and then also the chipboard frames, and just took advantage of those pre-printed papers to create this double page layout. Here's our next double page layout, and lots of like a big photo collage here. So, I wanted to do a layout that was about summer parades, or of course it could be just lots of summer photos. So we did a collage of lots and lots of photos here. And I love the papers in this collection. They have like a picnic quilt type feel. And so I loved, having fun with those patterns and doing that. For this one, we did a variety of tags across the top. We have the tag paper as well as the tiny tags that are included in the 6x8. We also played with twine by wrapping this frame with twine, and then we have some journal tags just tucked in here behind this pocket that we created with 2 photos. Here's another layout that we created with this one, which was so fun. And then here is our final layout where we really highlighted these heart stickers that were in the sticker book and just made them the focal point. We also created our own layered and pieced flowers down here. And then you've got some tags for journaling behind this chipboard frame. Oh, wait, here's one more. I forgot. I thought this was the bonus layout, but yes, there was one more single page layout. And again, we kind of did like a pieced quilted background with all of the yellow papers from the collection, and then just had fun piling on the embellishments here. We kind of created a layered border down here with all of these fun die cuts as well. So here are 2 bonus layouts. This was in this one we did 2 bonus layouts and 3 bonus cards. I'll show the cards in another video, but here's this first one, which I think is really so soft and pretty with this beautiful blue floral in the background. And then again, another really fun layout that we pieced together. And then we also like cut apart some of the chipboard pieces into 2 pieces so that we could use them in 2 places around the photo. For example, here is that what are these called? Viewmaster reels. So we cut it in half and used it in 2 places. So lots of fun tips for using your supplies. The next collection that we played with is the Scary Stories collection. So that was in August. That was our August event. So this was so fun. We had another page template in this kit by request. Everybody loves the page templates. So for this one, we had the 2x2 template. And so I tried to think of ways that we could show you how to use those in different ways. For this layout, this double page layout, we did some film strips, highlighting lots of 2x2 photos. Here's our second 2-page layout. I love the misty blue that's included in this collection. We pieced together the skeleton. I had lots of fun with those. On this one, we used the 2x2 template to kind of create a quilted background. And then we showed you how to do some faux stitching. That's right. That's not real stitching right there. That is faux stitching. And so that was a lot of fun. And it's a great technique to, save yourself some time. On this layout, we explored using the 2x2 template with circle photos. So that was a lot of fun to create. And then this one, we created lots of fun accordion rosettes. There's lots of printed rosettes throughout the collection. So really we only made 4 rosettes, but because we added in die cuts and stickers that are also rosettes from the collection, it looks like we made a bunch of those. So that was a really fun layout to create. Again, here's our final layout where we did that faux stitching around the edge and then just had fun tucking in the tags and creating this cute design. This is the bonus layout. For this class, we did a bonus layout and then we did a little matchbook album. So be sure to check out the other video if you want to see that matchbook album. So that's the Scary Stories collection that we did in August. And then November, we just wrapped up this class. It's also still available. All of these are still available, but like I mentioned before, there's still kits available, all of them except for the Fresh Air kit. The very first one has sold out, but you can also get access only. For this double page layout, we did some glitter splattering on the background, which was fun. And I love the 2-page layouts because they are workhorses for sure. And they allow us to document those events where you just have lots and lots of photos. And so we always try to include double page layouts in our classes. We always do at least 2. So that's great. We did 4 more single page layouts. So there's this fun one with the snow globe paper. I don't have the one in here, but we actually ended up creating this into a shaker, a big, large shaker during class. So that was lots of fun. Here's our second one that we did, highlighting 5 photos on a single page layout, which is really fun. This one I love the bright lime green of this and all the gold accents. This is the Santa's Village collection. It's so cute, so happy, so festive, and perfect, of course, for Christmas. So that wraps up the Simple Stories online collections or online classes that I did throughout the year, but I also taught some other classes. These next 2 layouts that I'm going to show you I was part of the Scrapbook.com Scrap Fest in April, I believe. Was it April? I believe it was April. And I did 2 layouts for that one featuring their die cuts and a 6x8 pad. So you can go back and rewatch that class if you'd like to see. But here are the details. We created these beautiful layered florals using one of their dies. And then we had fun using their fruit dies and their alphabet dies. I love their alphabet dies to create this fun title. We also did this layout where we have a banner going across the top accented with some leaf die cuts. We created more of those fun florals, and then we cut strips from the 6x8 pad to anchor this photo behind. This photo is kind of funny. I like to call this our Back to the Future family photo because my son's in that Mickey Mouse t-shirt, just like Michael J. Fox, and I'm afraid he's going to disappear, but he's still there, right? So that was the 2 layouts that I created for Scrap Fest for Scrapbook.com. Next in April, I did an online class for Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. So I will show you the layouts that I did for that one. For that one, I featured the Benevolent Poppy and Pear collection, which was so fun. So this first layout is a double page layout. And we used and focused on all of these beautiful big florals that are throughout the collection. And then we also created little scenes down here with those fun house die cuts. So that was that layout. We actually ended up doing 5 projects with this collection or in this class, which was a lot of fun. This next one is kind of a silly story about my son. I tell about it all in the class so you can hear about that, or you can pause and read my journaling. But for this layout, I really wanted to focus on journaling. So we pulled out a bunch of the journaling die cuts and just made that the focus of this layout. The whole premise of this class was focusing on different parts of a layout in each one. So for this one was the title. This is one of my really good friends where we would dress up alike when we went to church. It was just a fun thing we did. And so we actually bought twinner dresses one time, and I just love Noelle. She's one of my favorite friends. So she's moved away, and I cherished the chance to, take a minute and create a layout about her. And then my final layout was a bonus layout for this class. And I just featured some scraps from this class and also talked about how to, fill in with the die cuts. But this is some photos I did or from when I went and taught an online class for Scrapbook.com several years ago. And I had just never documented those photos. So that was fun to get those recorded. Now I believe it was September. Yes, September, I taught an in-person class for Ready, Set, Create in California. And for this, I used the February Hip Kit Club main kit, which was so beautiful. It's still available if you want to get that kit. But these are the 4 layouts that I created for that in-person class. For this one, we did lots of hand cutting and fussy cutting with our pattern papers, and we let our pattern papers kind of determine the design for this class. So for this one, we took the scalloped lace paper and created this beautiful layered heart to anchor our focal point photo. So that one, I love the way that one turned out, and we had a lot of fun creating that. For this one, we used a full sheet of floral stickers to create this really fun layered border down the center of our page. So that was a lot of fun to do. And then we also added in lots of other fun die cuts in this beautiful collection. So that was pretty fun. This February Hip Kit Club also include rolled flowers. So we fussy cut the wreath paper, and then we added these rolled flowers as an accent. And then, of course, fussy cut some more butterflies to go in there and some elements to anchor our title. So that was a really fun layout to create. There's this one where we fussy cut those same gem design from this paper to kind of create a cascade effect down our page. We emphasize that by punching some hearts and layering those on top. So here's this layout that we created. We also incorporated some of the packaging. I love Hip Kit Club because they always have this adorable packaging, and so you can actually use that as part of your pattern papers, which we did in this class as well, because it was different than the pattern papers that were in our kit, and it was just fun to use not only on that layout as a background, but we also used them here as photo mats for this bonus layout. So this bonus layout was kind of gathering together all of the different scraps that we had left over in the kit, and we were able to create one more layout. So that was a lot of fun. So the next pile of layouts that I want to share with you are projects that I did for Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine, both for their magazine, but also for the blog. So I will go through those. I just realized that on one of the layouts that I'm going to show you in a minute, this popped off. So I'm just going to put that back on real quick. Okay, so for this first one, Kelly Banks creates free printables each magazine issue. And so this layout highlights those free printables. And I had a lot of fun, piling them around my main photo here of my daughter. So there's that page. This one is also a Simple Stories collection, and this one's called True Colors. So for this one, I created a large title, and then I used the big bits over here, just this fun big, cluster off to the right. And then I have this cute photo of my daughter where her eye line or her sight line is looking up at that title. So that was really fun to create. And I added in also this fun cluster of embellishments, which I love because it so emphasizes her personality. She loves to do games and all those things that are over there. So that was a really fun layout to create. For this one, I used the let's see, it's another Simple Stories collection. It's the travel collection, and I don't know why the name of it is escaping me right now, but I used a free cut file from Paige Evans. So not only do they have free printables, but they have free cut files that you can download. So for this one, I used the airplane cut file. I backed it with lots of 6x8 papers, and then I did the hand stitching around the edge of each of the airplanes, and that was a lot of fun. Now, these photos were great to to document because it was our first big family vacation after COVID. You can see my kids are still wearing masks. And even though they don't look excited because they're just hanging out at the airport, we were so excited to leave for that vacation. Here's another layout that I created for the Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine blog. This one was also featuring the Poppy and Pear collection by Bea Valent, and I had so much fun with this one. I actually used one of the free sketches from Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine, and this was from a 2-page sketch, but I just used one side of that sketch to create this page, and this one was a lot of fun. Those sketches are designed by Allison Davis, and they're beautiful. This is a layout that I created for the fall issue of Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine. And this one features, I think, the sketchbook collection. And it's from American Crafts, and it is so cute as well. I love the colors. I just couldn't resist creating these layered hearts. I hand stitched around several of them and then just piled them in diagonal across the page. I also used some scallop dies from Spellbinders to just edge those and kind of really emphasize that diagonal flow of those hearts, and had a lot of fun with this layout. These photos are really fun because it's the first time my daughter, got her hair colored, and now she's actually in hair school. And, so it's just kind of like full circle, right, of all those fun memories that we have. This is a fall layout that I created with the Simple Stories Cider and Donuts collection for the fall issue of Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine. And so I'll just show you this one. This was really fun. I highlighted one of my favorite photos. Of course, all of these photos of my daughter were my favorite. We did like a little photo shoot of her during the fall for her senior photos. And anyway, I highlighted one with this banner shape and then just had fun layering the different pattern papers. And then if you look at each cluster, you can see I also added these really beautiful die cut leaves, and that's a set from Spellbinders. And so I really love doing that in my clusters, just adding in die cuts that really, fill out those embellishment clusters, but also add a different texture, so to speak. Not everything is printed. You can also have the die cut pieces. So that was a really fun layout to create. And I love the cider and donuts collection. In fact, I used it again to create another project for the Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine blog using another cut file by Paige Evans. This time it's a wreath. And I love this leaf wreath that Paige designed because you really could use this all year long for all the different seasons. But I decided to highlight a fall photo for this one. So I used that cider and donuts collection again and just backed all those. Now, my final project for the year for Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine was using the Chamel, what's this collection called? It's her latest one. It's escaping me, but I did this fun layout of my daughter on her birthday, and I just did one page at the time, but then I ended up creating a companion page for it for my album because I had all these photos of her opening her presents. And that particular year, she wanted to pick out her own presents. So she picked out all of these clothes, and it was just so fun because it was kind of the first time that she went shopping for herself, didn't have mom kind of guiding her. And so I took a picture of all those clothes, and I thought it actually was really fun. She's now 18 years old. So this was 6 years ago. And she had a lot of fun seeing, remembering those layout or those outfits that she had picked out. Okay, so the last 10 or so layouts are layouts that I created using other people's sketches and other people's designs, but I thought it would still be fun for you to see. So this first one is just using up my stash. This is a sketch or a scrap lift of Jen Gallagher, a project that she created for an online class that I purchased years and years ago, probably 6 years ago, and I just loved it and wanted to scrap lift it. So I just used some paper pads from my stash. I believe this is either Park Lane or Die Cuts with a View. And then these butterflies are from the dollar store. I just combined a bunch of things, kind of shopped my stash for things in this colorway and just had fun using Jen's design to create a layout. I love to do that. Sometimes I design so much for my job that sometimes it's just fun to get a sketch out when I want to play and let someone else do the thinking, and then I just have fun with the products. This is another one that I created with the cider and donuts. This time I grabbed a sketch off of scrapbook.com. I don't remember who it's by, but it was a sketch that was just in their little sketch gallery. I had so much fun with that, with the florals and tucking in the tags, using a border punch over here. So again, this is the Simple Stories Cider and Donuts collection, and then a sketch that I found on scrapbook.com. This sketch is by Scrapbook Generation. And again, I'm using some products from my stash to do some 4th of July scrapbooking. I fussy cut out all these rosettes from a pattern paper. I did this title on my Cricut using an old cartridge. I still love my Cricut cartridges. I've got some We Are Memory Makers old collections in here that I've mixed in. I did some embossing, with an embossing folder on this die cut title. So I just had fun and just got some pages or some photos scrapped. Sometimes I do that too on photos that I don't particularly love. It's not that I didn't love these photos, but sometimes holiday photos can feel redundant to me. And so I don't feel like as excited to scrapbook them as others. And so that's also a time that I like to pull out my sketches and from other people and just let them do the thinking. And then I just have fun, doing die cutting. For example, on this one, I love to die cut. So this one, I used a sketch from Page Maps and a bunch of pattern papers for my stash. But for this one, I just had fun die cutting and creating all of these flowers. And they're from a bunch of different die cuts. I think most of them are from Sizzix, but I just kind of grabbed things from my stash and mixed and matched them and created these really pretty floral clusters. And that was kind of my focus, where I just zoned out and had fun doing a bunch of die cutting because I love, love, love to die cut. So I love how this page came together and was glad to use up my stash and let someone else do the design thinking for a while. Here's another one from another sketch from Page Maps. This is the Bella Boulevard Lake Life collection. So these are just a bunch of snapshots of my kids at a youth conference at a cabin. So kind of, chaotic, but I still just wanted to get them in my book and had fun creating with that Lake Life collection by Bella Boulevard. This one is my design, I believe. It's just really simple. I just did a block design, so nothing super special, but this is a close to my heart collection that I've had in my stash for a long time, and I just was using up bits and pieces of it. I had a few more pieces of it left, so I created this layout. This time I used another page map sketch to create that. I pulled out some really old stamps from my stash. This one is like a Stampin' Up! Or Close to My Heart background stamp. These are some journaling stamps from Collage Press. Do you guys remember Collage Press? So yeah, I still have those and love those, and I thought they just worked so well with these little leftover die cuts and stickers that I had from that collection. You can see I'm using just bits of this paper to just get it used up. This one is just a page that I created. It doesn't use a sketch. I just kind of let the supplies speak to me. But this was using up a Studio Calico's kit that I have in my stash. So this kit is probably from, oh gosh, probably 2000, I don't know, 10 or something like that. But it worked with my photos so well, and I love using my stash still. This is a sketch by Page Maps. Again, this time I'm using a collection from Echo Park Paper to do this camping photos. I added in some basic gray clips from my stash. I did some die cut pine trees, just really simple to accent these different clusters around my page. And again, just using some papers from my stash and having fun. So that was a really fun layout to create. This one is from a Page Map sketch as well. And this time I'm using the January 2024 Hip Kit Club and just documenting my son's first job at his grandpa's store. So that was really fun. And I love the bright colors that was in this kit, especially this blue, because it matches my dad's store color, which is this royal blue. So that worked out great. And then here's another final layout using a Page Map sketch, again, of my son. This time I'm just having fun die cutting my own title with some alphabet dies in my stash, and then these adorable heart dies from, oh gosh, it's escaping me. Let me look on the back. I probably said Pretty Pink Posh. Yes. So they have these adorable stars and butterflies and hearts with all of these fun die cut designs in them. And I really wanted to use those on a layout. So I just created this page highlighting those, but also using up some of these Simple Stories pet papers from my stash. So those are my layouts from 2024. I hope you enjoyed seeing that flip through, that you were able to get some creative ideas. Again, I've been so busy over teaching virtual classes at Simple Stories Online, which will continue into 2025. In fact, our next event is the Front Porch event starting on January 28th, 2025. The kits are for sale now if you're curious and want to come hang out with me and make lots of layouts as well as 6x8 albums. And we do bonus layouts for this project and cards. So yeah, come join me. But I will do a better job at being on YouTube in 2025 because I love it. I miss you guys. It's a fun place for me to be. It inspires me to hang out and create for you here on YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed that flip through. Be sure to check out my other flip through video showing the 6x8 albums and cards and folios, also from Simple Stories online classes. And we'll see you again soon. Thanks for joining me. Take care.